Hello, hello, people. Uh, Before I jump straight into it, I just want to say, like, this is a feature that should be mandatory in every game ever released in the future. You know, until the video games industry goes away. Not only does it let you like totally customize the subtitles to a reasonable extent, you can't change the font because that's a bit ridiculous. But it even gives you like a test to see what they look like if you change things. The only other games I know of that have ever done this are all Square Enix games, like the new Tomb Raiders. All three of them do this, and I believe what do you call it? The Avengers game. I remember it doing the same thing. I can't think really of any other games they've made recently. I guess probably Hitman and or the Deus Ex games may do it. I don't honestly remember. I actually haven't played the new Hitman games. But anyway, this should be in games always. Any games that support subtitles, which should be every game that actually has dialogue, should have this. But, but again, second anyway, this is Team Bloober's The Medium. I think this came out in 2020. I think it's yeah, it's multi-platform, so it's on Xbox, PlayStation, and PC. I don't know if it's on Switch. I kind of doubt it because I always remember hearing that this game kind of like ran like shit on PC. Or I mean, to us, running like shit just means it doesn't run as well as it should. So it may not have run terribly, but I don't know. I don't have it on PC. Amazingly enough. If you're not familiar with Team Bloober, they made Layers of Fear, and they're working on the Silent Hill 2 remake. I don't know what else they've made. I think they're also working on Layers of Fears, plural. So it's like a complete remake of the original or something, or it's just a new game. I don't know if I think there might be a Layers of Fear 2. There may not. Anyway, let's do this. I don't know how long I'm gonna last here because, as I was saying yesterday on my stream, I don't really care for survival horror games where you can't defend yourself. Probably should have turned the lights off too, because there's gonna be
It all starts with a dead girl.
way too much reflection here. Standards horror tropes. Repeatedly cut to the victim running shoeless through a forest. Does she have shoes? Doesn't look like it. Just a gunshot? I expected like a beast or something, a horror creature to be chasing her.
Ever since I was little, I've had this dream. It's the end of summer. A girl is running through the woods. The moon, the scent of pines. And then the gunshot.
Who's she talking to? And why does her face have no emotion whatsoever when she's talking?
It always felt so real. The blood on my cheek, the cold sweat running down my skin. I'd managed to convince myself it really happened. This scar, the memory.
Why is there no emotion in her face at all except for her eyes and her mouth?
Part of me I could never fully understand. Well,
I mean, we know the answer is because they
that
didn't.
wasn't the only part.
They didn't animate it to be that way.
No wonder people used to think I was strange. If they only knew.
If I only knew who you were talking to, that would...
That day when the phone rang, it was the hardest day of my life. The day I went home to say goodbye to my father. To
like the soundtrack.
dress him up for his last journey. Put him
Oh,
in
your
suit,
father's
his
dead?
tie. Simple. Just the things he did every day. But looking through his stuff wasn't easy. I needed a moment to pull myself together.
I'm feeling extra judgmental about this game. I don't know why. I just feel like if you're going to have a pre-rendered intro, that it should look better than it does.
I was
Yeah.
almost ready.
Like,
I just had to
literally,
find
like the
this
actual
special
in-game
context.
graphics looked better than the intro. This runs like shit, even on PlayStation. So, okay, I'm not saying, what the fuck? I'm literally not pressing anything. Oh, it's the fuck. Can I turn gyro off? Is that possible? Hell no. Turn that shit off. Okay. So I was gonna say, like, I have bad hands. Like, I really don't know what the issue is, but they've been that way for at least 15 years. My hands shake like really badly if they're sitting still. But it really depends. Like, if I'm holding a controller, I never thought it was that bad, but apparently it was bad enough to trigger the fucking gyro controls. What is Friday? Singing? Surgery? All Saints Day? I didn't know that. Hey, next Friday is November 4th. 1999? Alright. October 2nd, Memorial of the Holy Guardian Angels. Third funeral at 10. Ultrasound. So she's pregnant? Or... Oh, no, she's getting an ultrasound for... She has cancer, apparently. Brain cancer or something. God damn, dude. That's 5 fucking doctor's appointments. Well, I guess spread over the... No, that's in 1 month. 5 doctor's appointments in 1 month. Dude, that's like way too much for me. I had to go to the doctor... Well, I mean, like 3 of those trips to the hospital were complete bullshit. But I had to go to the doctor like 4 or 5 times. No, more like 7 times. My leg was like fucked up earlier this year. I had to go to the doctor 7 times in like 1 month. And I'll tell you, dude, that shit is exhausting. Even if it's not a waste of time. Like, I went to the hospital 3 times to get an MRI, and I had to leave like 3 times because first time they fucked up and like didn't fax over my whatever you call it, my requisition order, and they couldn't get it, you know, at the time. And then the next time they had the stuff, and then they like, I don't know, they were confusing about the payment. Basically, I was like, I'm not paying $2,000 for an MRI with or without insurance. So I had to keep on coming back until I finally did it. It was only like $500. Um, and then I had to go to get a bunch of X-rays and stuff before that. But yeah, that shit's just exhausting. So I commiserate with this character. I don't know why our calendar is in a book. I don't know why this game runs at like fucking 25 frames per second. We gotta fix that. We can't fix that. There's no performance mode. Yeah, I'm not gonna make it through this game with this frame rate. To be completely honest. You see all these like console people on Twitter, especially in the console wars, talking about how 30 FPS isn't a big deal. You know, because of recent games that came out like Plague Tale Requiem running at 30. No, I'm sorry. Gotham Knights running at 30 frames per second on console. I think Plague Tale Requiem probably also runs at 30 FPS on console. But you see these people defending it like, oh, you don't need 60. You're wrong. Because this is literally almost unplayable. This is like a solid 30 frames per second, too. It's not even...
Shit.
God damn it, cat.
Yeah. Nice to see you, too.
Why don't you turn some lights on in your fucking apartment? What's wrong with you?
Jack's room. It's like he never...
Can I pet the kitty?
Jack was a humble, religious man. He ran a funeral home, and I'd help out whenever I could.
Man, the voice
felt good
acting
to be
is so,
useful.
like, robotic. That's coming from me. I have no discernible, inflection or anything in my voice anymore.
I used to think I'd never fit in. But Jack, he didn't mind my weirdness.
I mean, she's not terrible.
He kept telling me I was special.
Like I said, I'm being extra. What bothers me most about this is that I can't actually see the frame rate.
Who do you think's gonna feed you now?
I don't know. It's just a PC thing. Fucking look at this. He's a war veteran?
Jack was part of the Solidarity movement. He spent a few months in an internment camp, but even that couldn't dampen his spirit.
So where are his military medals? Those were not military medals.
Come on, Jack. Where'd you put it?
What are we looking for?
Let's do this
Like
the
a
other
watch
way.
or something?
There you are.
Oh, a tie clip. Bruh. Let me out of first
Okay,
person.
I think that's it.
And let me pet the goddamn cat.
Jack's waiting downstairs. Time to say goodbye.
Wait, did I miss? Oh yeah, I already looked at that. So there's no point. Dude, that's criminal. 0 out of 10. Sorry. If you can't pet the cat, then there's no reason for there to be a cat. I'm disappointed. How do you run? Any of those buttons?
We lived upstairs from Jack's funeral home. It wasn't as weird
You
as
need
it
to
sounds.
retile and
Besides, if it wasn't for that, I may never have learned to use my powers.
get rid of this shitty wallpaper and paint the walls. Jesus. It's terrible. Guess we'll go. I promise I'm not like intentionally failing at movement. This, is this the way you're supposed to go? Is it? Yeah, auto save. There's. Am I stuck here? That's what I get for not. Whatever. So much for that. The other door, wherever that went.
Jack taught me to accept my condition. Of all my foster parents, he was the only one who saw it as a gift and not a curse.
So he wasn't even her real dad? I feel like this game is probably a good argument against fixed camera angles. Do you use PlayStation again? A parade outside, or is that just normal traffic? Basketball funeral.
Jack's in the prep room. Oh, weird. I don't remember locking.
What, so the key's unusable now?
The key should be in the office.
Tree of Gondor here. There's no interactive.
Here it is.
Yeah? Stands. Why are 23-year-olds getting married in this universe? The same reason in real life? I mean, this does play tape. Fuck, I can't even talk. This does take place in '99, right? Like, did it not just say it was 1999? He died a month ago. I keep expecting Insight to reveal some kind of hidden items for like an achievement or something. Display a case of urns here. That's pretty cool. Another one. I guess they're just, shop from our wide variety of urns. Even though they look the same. I can see some of the criticism for this game already is probably overblown, but it's not unfounded. Okay, so the hallway just magically ends. Cool. Because this is clearly like a game that should have come out in 2002, and it came out in 2020. But I mean, that's the point. Is I guess it's supposed to be kind of an old school survival horror, or horror. I don't know. This creepy ass business. Like, why would you go into a business without any lights on? Especially a funeral home. I don't even know. You would not catch me alive in a funeral home. Lights off. Especially not the fucking morgue. Like 4 shitty little fluorescent lights.
Hey, Jack.
I was gonna say, is this cool enough to take a screenshot? As if I don't take screenshots of like literally every frame of the game.
I got your special clip.
Oh, derp. I don't really like when games do that, where like you can clearly see the item you're supposed to pick up, but they won't let you do it
Any other way?
until, you know, some scripted moment.
I didn't expect this to be easy. I guess I didn't know what to expect. When things get personal, it just burns you from the inside out.
He has on one glove, because that's how cool characters are.
I guess you're ready.
They only wear one sleeve, or one glove.
Am I?
Holy shit, that was terrible. The animation was like so low frame rate.
Oh, can't you people
Oh
wait?
fuck, no. No,
The
this is
sign
not.
says closed.
God damn it. God damn you, horror game, for being a horror game. I just don't remember that there's like a dude that chases you in this game, if I'm not mistaken. So this video is gonna end real quick here in a moment. Oh, fuck that. But I guess that's the point of horror games, is you play knowing that you're not gonna enjoy whatever's gonna happen. But you do it anyway. Can I just like leave this fucking building, please? How about that idea? You win the game. You left the building. Let me head into the office that open, you know, via a visible dude where the An urn clearly got broken.
What the hell?
Fuck. What the fuck? Is that a chandelier or a fucking demon?
Guess you felt it too, huh? And then it happened.
What,
As
the
it did so many times before.
dream?
Just when I thought my day couldn't get any worse.
Frame rate. See, I don't know how to play this. Both worlds at once.
Where is that darn notebook? I'm gonna be late. I need to find that. Marianne?
Can I get a tutorial?
Marianne, are you crying, my child?
It's fine, Jack.
Now, you didn't happen to see my notebook, did you, darling? My memory's a bit fuzzy.
That's
So
not a
much
notebook
for
either.
aging
That's just
gracefully.
loose paper.
Where is that?
Listen, Jack. You should probably get some rest. Forget the notebook.
Oh, no. I've got so much work, my dear.
It's okay,
I know,
Jack.
I can't just... What?
Let it go. It's not important.
You are crying. What's wrong, dear? Oh, why is it so cold in here? Child, where is that damn notebook?
It's okay, Jack. It's okay.
My sweet little Marianne. What would I ever do without you?
Jack, don't worry about it. It's time to get some rest.
Oh, Marianne.
Yeah?
Oh, I'm worried about the surgery. When I'm at the hospital, are you sure you're gonna
So
be
it's
all right?
his surgery?
Yes, Jack. It's gonna be fine.
You know, I promised myself once I would never let anything happen to you.
Couldn't be his surgery because they had the funeral on the calendar before the surgery.
I promise.
Part of his head is missing.
All right?
All right, Jack. Now, get some rest.
I need. Oh, yes. Be good, Marianne. I love you, my child. I've loved you since the moment you walked into my life. Remember that. Always.
I don't know where that part is with the guy, with with the thing chasing you. Hopefully not the beginning.
Most people would give anything to have that opportunity. To say all the things that were left unsaid. But it didn't make things any easier. I could help 1,000 souls cross over, but when it came to Jack, it still hurt like hell. I love you too, Daddy.
Why did it sound like she was in a different room?
I used to think everyone saw the world the way I did. Divided. Torn between two realities. But no. I was the only one. Or so I thought. We're closed. There's another funeral home across town. I can give you the number.
Marianne,
Who is this?
you don't know me, Marianne, but I know you.
Maybe it isn't.
If this is a joke.
You need to listen to me, Marianne.
Okay, I'm hanging up.
I know what you are.
What? Who is this?
My name is Thomas. I need your help.
Listen, if that's all you've got, I'm...
No, there's more. I can give you the answers you've been looking for your whole life. But I need you to trust me.
Trust you? I don't even know you.
It all starts with a dead girl.
I didn't know they made liquor bottles with corks.
The Neva Resort. Find me there. Please.
Well, I mean, it's more like a
The
stopper.
light, it's almost gone. It's not dark yet, but it's getting there. You're
I've
the
never
only
seen
who
one.
can stop it. You're my only chance.
Hello? Hello? Shit.
Oh, more cutscenes. Sweet. Oh, that was just the prologue. Okay. Some 1908 shit here. Or, I guess, 70s. Soviet Union. I'm assuming Team Bloober is in Poland. Just based on the names. I didn't know that. I don't know. I'm not familiar enough with European cities to know. That one place looked like Moscow, but I don't think it is. So this is related to the plot somehow, right? Like, some kind of MK Ultra shit? Some kind of Stranger Things shit? Like they trained kids to I don't know, be psionic weapons or something, or travel between realities. I don't know, but I'm assuming that's what's going on here. I got a trophy, yay! Just for pressing a couple buttons.
And off I went, on nothing but a hunch. A call from a complete stranger. But I'd learned to trust my instincts, and there was something about this guy, his voice. I felt like I should know him. Either way, he sure seemed to know me.
I wonder, even with like a 4090, if this game can actually run at a solid frame rate and still look good. Yeah, because I don't know. I thought the PS5 was supposed to be, you know, most powerful hardware ever. Instantaneous, no load speeds. 7 bajillion gigabyte per second solid state drive transfer speed. The most powerful GPU ever. You know, that's what I was told by Sony fanboys, anyway.
The Neva Workers Resort. Right off the bat, I could feel there
Are we
was
in
something
Poland?
off about that place.
If we're in Poland, then why the fuck is she speaking English?
Anyone home?
I had no idea that this was fixed camera angles. It makes me actually like it more, just because I haven't played like an OG horror game in forever. Can I use the insight, or whatever it's called? Where's that light coming from?
Hello? Thomas?
Is he gonna get killed? Is there? Can you save this game? No, you cannot. So it's all checkpoint. It's another strike in my book. I can't read any of this. Also, seeing this is locked. It's a lock.
The front gate was locked up tight. I needed
You
to find
run.
another way in.
Can't run.
You want to keep me out, Neva?
I guess Niwa is the name of the camp that she just said 5 seconds
We're
ago.
gonna have to do better than that.
He's already gone.
Not a whole lot of people knew about Neva.
Like he
It used to
already.
be a
Oh,
government-owned
now I can run.
vacation resort.
Already
Until one day
disappeared.
it just stopped. And so an urban legend was born. The Neva Massacre. The details were always fuzzy. Crazed workers, ancient curses. You know, the usual.
Am I supposed to go this way, or what's... Can't go any further in this direction, I guess. I'm pretty sure weren't there games that would actually say that. I think Resident Evil or something, or Silent Hill 2. Like, you can't go any further in this direction, any farther. So yeah, he just flat out disappeared. Oh, good. We're going into the forest. It's safe. People are always, well, not always. I really haven't been asked in a long time, but they're curious. They don't understand why I take screenshots, and I have to explain it. It's like I'm not necessarily taking a screenshot because I think it's like the most interesting thing in the world, because it's not. But I generally just take screenshots. This is, for the same reason you would take a real photo of something, like so that you can remember it.
Oh, what a mess. People can be such bastards sometimes. No wonder history keeps biting us in the ass.
What? Okay. In memory of the victims of World War II, for the daughters and sons of the land, may they rest buried as they fell, to remind that the hearth is their grave. Cool. Seems like a World War II memorial will get treated with more respect. I would hope. But I guess not. Hold on. Came from this way, didn't I? Yes, I did. I'll go right. Is that a landmine? Not that. It looked like there was a landmine. Fuck that. What did that mean?
Huh. Hello.
I'm not following the fucking ghost kid footprints. That thing. I guess that's just like a a flagpole stand or something. I mean, also, I do usually take screenshots because it looks cool. Like, despite my criticisms, the graphics in this game are still pretty decent. Like, this forest does look pretty cool. Am I supposed to be following something? Because I clearly can't go anywhere except where the game's letting me. Can't see the footprints anymore.
What's this?
E plus K. Well, I don't know who they are. I gotta say, just in general, that these PlayStation 5 games, I'm sure it's the same way on Xbox, so it has nothing to do with PlayStation necessarily. They have way too much fucking vibration going on the controller. How do I... Am I not? Okay. Oh, it's just... Okay. It's just the effect.
Looks like an old fort.
So we're just gonna totally
Might be my way in.
disregard the fact that the dude from the window just totally disappeared. We're not gonna mention that again. It's like as a person who used to go explore abandoned buildings, especially haunted, allegedly haunted buildings, I'll tell you right now, we don't go into fucking random ass forts in the middle of the Polish forest. Especially not alone. Like, with another, 2 or 3 people, then maybe. Look, that door, there was a chain link fence over that door for a reason. No doubt. It's just rocks. There's all this concern on Twitter after they announced the Silent Hill 2 remake was being made by Bloober. Everyone hating on this game.
Something happened.
So I don't know. I guess I haven't gotten to the parts where it's really bad, if that's the case. Or people on Twitter are just ass clowns, which is probably the more likely answer. Oh, hells no. There better not be any...
The split would come and go. If a place had a story to tell, well, I guess I was there to listen.
I guess this is cool.
dead. Like everything else in this place.
Focus on the material world. Spiritual world. I feel like you should be able to do something here. Oh, I get it. So if I do this here, it's going to open the door. Or I guess I don't need to do that. Because it's like already open in the spiritual plane. Maybe I'll just go down the hallway first.
The place felt old and soaked in misery. Figures, I guess. 1,000 years of history doesn't just happen. It's paid for.
Okay, but anyway,
in the deepest darkness, light can linger. Lonely, fragile.
Back to what I was saying.
Waiting for someone to embrace
I don't know
it.
why people think this is cool. Because the haptic feedback is going off like non-stop.
As I absorbed the energy, I wondered who it was that left it behind. A dying soldier whispering the name of his beloved? Or maybe just glad to be done with this world.
Not only does it kill the battery faster, but it's extremely annoying. So apparently, like, the controller's just going to vibrate nonstop the entire time I play this game. So I expect the battery on this DualSense to be dead in like an hour. It's already been probably an hour, but it wasn't vibrating nonstop before.
In any case, I figured I could use it. Energy's energy, right?
R2 to charge a spirit blast. Look, that's shit. I mean, like, the haptic feedback is... I probably shouldn't have wasted that.
Yeah, I'm not getting through here. Not with the power out. When you exist in two realities, you're affected by either. I'd learned that the hard way.
Bro. Am I doing this at the wrong spot? Does it need to be at the control panel? Oh, so thank God the fucking feedback turned off. Oh, now it's back. I don't know. I think this dual screen shit is kind of cool. Or split screen. Okay, let's try this. I didn't do it correctly this time. This game, it looks very 720p at the moment. And I think it may be, because that's probably the only way they could get it to render two totally different worlds at the same time. Okay, so is this going to work this time?
Oh, so that worked. Good for you, Marianne.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
These powers.
Have to do it
are
correctly, that's all.
As much of a pain in the ass as they were, they did come in handy sometimes.
Oh. Okay, I don't know if that's a good thing or a bad thing. Anytime I plays like creepy, fast drums like that, I'm not a fan. It doesn't matter what game it is.
So there I was, existing in two worlds, but never really living in either.
There's a point where this game becomes like actually, like you actually have to run away for something, right? I guess I shouldn't say that, because as soon as I do, it's going to happen when I don't want it to. I think I may just buy this on PC just to see how it runs on my old ass computer. Because everything runs like perfectly fine except for Cyberpunk and Uncharted. So I don't know, maybe a better experience on computer. Choose. What the fuck? Oh, you at least you can't go that way. So this is where it's gonna get scary, right? Oh, we found it. I have seen that.
What the hell are you, Neva?
Screenshots before.
The aura in that place.
Is Neva not like...
I've seen others like it.
So like I said, is this not like where they actually train these kids to...
It's like a landfill of memories.
To do the shit?
And none of them good.
That's the theory I'm going with, because that whole intro movie couldn't have just been irrelevant. Yeah, it had to have some connection, even if it's only minor. Soviet spacecraft soon to depart. Phones. Future of communication. I mean, cell phones in 1999 had already pretty much replaced landlines. But yeah, like, within like 3 years, there were no landline phones. It's always weird nowadays when you see someone, or even talk to someone that has a landline, you're like, what the fuck? Why? And usually the answer is like, oh, it came with my internet plan. Which is the same reason I have TV, or I mean cable.
Timer? Now, what's a fine machine like you doing in a place like
A
this?
fine machine, bro. This is some Eurocar.
Doubling as a
garbage.
spare bedroom, apparently.
You are. Reykjavik. I won't screw this up. Not this time. Promise.
Hope you don't mind if I, pop your trunk.
Which is apparently the front.
Not
I
much
guess
here.
that's how this car works. Skip dialogue. What?
Although, this.
Is it?
Ow!
Oh my Jesus Christ, dude! Fucking really?
What the hell?
That was so. I mean, it's a car horn. It's like so needlessly loud.
No one here.
What was I gonna say? Or what was I saying? It's not a survival horror game without a screwdriver. Which I can only name like 4 games. Resident Evil Revelations, Resident Evil 7, Resident Evil 8, Medium. All have screwdrivers. What other survival horror games? I'm not sure. I gotta research that. Secretary of the Yep, it was Poland. Polish United Workers Party comrade Władysław Gomułka learned Krakow and took part. I thought it's Krakow was the local spelling. Krakow with a C, or Krakau. Took part in an official inauguration of the resort, the new center of the socialist joy and recreation. Working class of lesser Poland finally has a place to spend time puzzle of nature. Okay. I mean, I'm not disliking this game. It's like kind of getting interesting. Frame rate isn't super terrible anymore, although as soon as I said that, it was kind of bad. What? Okay, sure. Here we go. Let's get some horror shit going on here. I don't think I've ever gotten this many trophies this fast. Why does it do this? Can anyone with a PlayStation explain to me why it does this? It's not new to PlayStation 5 either. It's been happening since the DualShock 4 at least. Where certain sounds will come through the controller. And if they're not coming through the controller, I want to know how they're accomplishing that weird sound throwing. That one was definitely through the controller.
Right call sending me.
Okay. Oh, it just repeats.
Even the objects here had auras. When I touched them, I could sense their stories. Words, images, feelings left
Like going in
behind.
the opposite direction. Holy fuck! What just happened? So when I get inside this building, that's probably where shit starts to get real. This is so... I mean, I'm sure, given that they live in Poland, I'm sure they have examples to go off of, but they nailed the, like, Soviet architecture look. Almost makes me want to play DayZ or something. There's an autosave here, right? Where I can quit playing the game.
Ah, I think there's a broken window up there.
Bro, it's all glass. Just
Doesn't have to
fucking
reach it.
bust in. I see the, like, the horror game trope is alive and well here.
Hello? Anybody in there?
Oh, that's what that button means. I think that was probably the end of the cutscene anyway. But I just saw a meme yesterday where they were making fun of Resident Evil 6 in the China level, where you got to get the 3 keys to unlock that whatever it is, the door to the thing, the gate on Leon's section, and like one of there's a metal door that's locked. And it's not even really locked, it's just barred with like a piece of wood on the other side. And clearly in real life, you could just reach through the gaps between the bars and lift the whatever you call that thing. You know what I'm talking about. The crossbar, I think it's called. Something like that. But it was designed that way specifically for co-op so that you can waste your time making your partner go jump over shit.
Well, I've already proven my prowess as a dumpster climber.
So rather than just kicking the fucking glass open, we gotta go through a convoluted process to get this dumpster. Ah, I got a screwdriver. Just easily lockpick the door.
So began the great dumpster heist of 1999. I'm starting to get tired of your shit, Neva. You better be worth it.
I mean, all you've done is like walk through a forest for a couple minutes. Sounds like me at work on any given day. On a Monday. 3 minutes in, like, I hate this place. Haven't even done anything yet. Yeah, but seriously, I need to turn this video off because it's going to be like 1,000,000 gigabyte and longer than fuck. One thing I noticed, this isn't cleanly split up into chapters. And if it is, I haven't gotten to the end of the first one yet. Okay, cool. So I'm just going to stop here and then hope that it doesn't erase my progress. I really don't know how long it's been because I'm not looking at the clock, really. I think it's been probably an hour. Alright, so this will continue. I got other games to play, but I'll be back.